a short work called Sri Shiva Ashtakam, 8 prayers glorifying Lord Shiva. So before we begin, I'm going to mute you all now so that there's no interruption during my lecture, and then we'll do some songs on my guitar that I have here. And of course, we'll end with Help Me Krishna. Otherwise, Roshan would never forgive me. All right, so I'm going to mute you all. And first, I'm going to chant my favorite mantras. Trinadapi Sunichena, Torodiva Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam. Kalo Nastyeva, 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 Gatiranyata. Now, I don't know if you have it there where you are, but here in America, today is Mother's Day. So today's program is dedicated to all the mothers. So all of you mothers, today's program is dedicated to you. So first, some background on this Shiva Ashtakam. This was spoken by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya is the father of the Hare Krishna movement. He made a prediction 500 years ago that the chanting of the holy name of God, specifically the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that chanting would be spread to every town and village of the world. And in 1965, my spiritual master, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, fulfilled the prediction by coming to America and starting the Hare Krishna movement. And from the years 1965 to 1977, my spiritual master established 108 temples all over the world. And now, since then, we have over 500 temples. And this movement of Hare Krishna is expanding at every moment. So Lord Chaitanya, he was a great worshiper of Radha Krishna. He specifically appeared in order to teach the highest ecstasy of love of Godhead, known as Vipralamba Seva, or worshiping Radha and Krishna in intense separation, corresponding to the mood of the gopis when they met Krishna at Kurukshetra for the solar eclipse, and also the mood of the gopis when Krishna sent Uddhava to Vrindavan with a message to console them. So the gopis were always in ecstasy, remembering Krishna in separation. And Lord Chaitanya teaches that this is the highest platform of spiritual ecstasy, loving God in intense mood of separation. So although Lord Chaitanya was the topmost worshiper of Krishna, he's Krishna, by the way, he's Krishna himself in the mood, in the complexion, in the mentality, in the bhav of Radharani. That's Lord Chaitanya. When Radha and Krishna again become one, that is called Lord Chaitanya. It is said in the Vedas, Radha and Krishna are one, but they've separated themselves eternally into two. Why? To enjoy spiritual rasa, to enjoy loving exchanges. But sometimes they become one, and that oneness is known as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So although he was a great, great worshiper of Krishna, exclusive, still he has composed these 8 prayers glorifying Lord Shiva. So this is very, very, shall we say, mysterious and unusual. Why would someone who is always absorbed in Radha and Krishna, why would he compose these 8 prayers glorifying Lord Shiva? So as we go through the prayers, this will be revealed. So this Shiva ashtakam, you can thank Sri Nam Radha, for she found it and sent it to me. And as soon as I received it, I went into ecstatic shock. So this is the second time I'm giving a class on this Shiva ashtakam. Last Sunday, I did a class on this, and I became so ecstatic, I decided to do it again today for my family here in Santiago and worldwide. So because I love you, I'm doing this second recitation of Shiva ashtakam. If you have a copy, if Sri Nam Radha sent it to you, I don't know if she did, but if she did, if you have it, follow along. First verse. Namo namaste tri disheshvaraya bhutadi nataya hridaya nityam ganga tarangotita balachandra chudaya gauri nayanot sabaya. So Lord Chaitanya says, I offer my obeisances unto Lord Shiva, the controller of the 30 primal demigods, the original father of all created beings, whose character is gracious, whose head is crested by the sickle moon arisen from the ways of the Ganga, and who is a festival for the eyes of the fair goddess Gauri. So when it says here, the original father of all created beings, Lord Chaitanya is referring to a form of Lord Shiva known as Sadashiva, who appears from the glance of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu has all the conditioned souls within him who entered him at the time of universal devastation. These souls were not fit to go back to Godhead, so they had to remain within the material realm, and they were stocked up in Mahavishnu. And when it was time for another creation, Lord Vishnu glances at the material energy, Durga, and that glance of Mahavishnu takes the form of Shambhu, another name for Lord Shiva. And this Shambhu unites with Durga, and by their unification, all the souls that were within Mahavishnu are now injected into the womb of the material energy. So in that sense, he is the original father of all created beings. But the created beings were already existing. So as we learn from Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarva Yonishu Kaunteya, I am the original Ahang Bija Pradak Pita. That line in the 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Ahang Bija Pradak Pita. Krishna there in that verse says, all of us are his parts and parcels. As Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Mamai Vangsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. You and me, we are Angsha of Krishna. We are all part and parcel of Krishna. Here I see the young boy of the Palaseti family, Haribol. So he is Angsha of mother and father. Angsha means part and parcel. So Krishna says, we are his Angsha. We are his son or daughter, whichever way you want to look at it. Both answers are correct. You can say you're the son of God, or you can say you're the daughter of God. Both would be correct. That's another lecture for some other time, not today. So, originally, we come from God, Krishna. As Krishna clearly says, Ahang bija pradak pita. Pita means father. I see over here, there is my good friend, Rakesh. So he's the father of Devina, and he has his japa beads. Very good. Very good. I also have my japa beads. So he's the father. So Krishna says, I am the father, the original father. But in the material sense, as I explained, Lord Shiva or Shambhu is the, you could say, the material father of the living entities once they enter the material world and have to take on new bodies after another. And of course, Goddess Durga is the mother. So today's Mother's Day. So yes, it is not improper to refer to Goddess Durga as the mother. Yes, from the material vision, she is the mother of all living entities. So yes, we offer all respects. So that is the first prayer of Lord Chaitanya, glorifying Lord Shiva. Now let's go to the next verse. Sutapta chamikara chandra dila padma pravalam buddhakanti vastrai sanritya rangeshta vada pradaya kaivalya nataya vrishat dvajaya. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Shiva, who is dressed in garments resembling molten gold, the moon, blue lotus, coral, and dark rain clouds, who bestows the most desirable boons on his devotees by means of his delightful dancing, who is the master of the impersonalists, and whose flag bears the image of the bull. So this line here, the master of the impersonalist. So there is a form of Lord Shiva known as Shankara Acharya. The Puranas predicted the appearance of Shankaracharya in India, and he has his sampradaya known as the Mayavad Sampradaya. It was Shankaracharya who drove out Buddhism from India and established once again the authority of the Vedas, because Buddha, he blasphemed the Vedas. Even though he's God, the people at that time were misunderstanding the Vedas. So Buddha had to stop their sinful activities under the guise of Hinduism. So Buddha taught a kind of philosophy, but in order to do so, he had to deprecate the Vedas. So Shankaracharya, he reestablished the authority of the Vedas, but in so doing, on the order of Krishna, he preached a Mayavad philosophy. We do not follow the Mayavad philosophy. We follow the philosophy of Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, that everything is simultaneously one and at the same time different from God. So this Shankaracharya is actually Lord Shiva, and he is the master of these Mayavadis or impersonals. For instance, in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 12, Chapter 12 opens with Arjuna asking Krishna, should I be an impersonalist or should I be a personalist? This has always been there in life. There's always been these two camps, the personalists and the impersonalists. So Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita asked Krishna, should I be an impersonalist or a personalist? And Krishna responded, in my opinion, you should be a personalist. What is a personalist? A personalist who is someone who worships the personal form of God, God as a person. And Lord Chaitanya was the exponent of that to the nth degree. Then Krishna says, those who are impersonalists, klesho adikataras tesham, they will find their path very, very troublesome, because it is extremely difficult to achieve liberation through the impersonal path. Very, very difficult. So Krishna advised Arjuna, you should worship me in the personal way. So when we do arati, when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, when we hear the glories of God, this is all part of the personalist path of self-realization, generally known as Bhakti Marg, the path of loving devotion, the path that is recommended by Krishna. 3 times in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if you want to see me, bhakti. You want to understand and know me, bhakti. You want to return to me, you want to come back to me, bhakti. So as far as Bhagavad Gita, the answer is very clear. The personalist path, bhakti. Let's go to text number 3. Suddha angshu vadana suryangi vilochanena tamo bidete jagata shivaya sahasra subramsu sahasra rashmi sahasra sanjitvara tejase stu. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Shiva, who dispels darkness with his 3 eyes, the moon, the sun, and fire, who causes auspiciousness for all living entities of the universe, and whose potency easily defeats that of thousands of moons and stars. So, yes, the very name, Shiva, consisting of 2 syllables, Shi and Va, means auspicious. So Lord Chaitanya is recognizing that this person, Lord Shiva, is auspicious for everyone, and he has great potency. Next verse. Naga Isha Ratnojvala Vigrahaya Shardula Charmang Shusuka Divya Tejase Sahasra Patropari Sangstitaya Varangada Mukta Bhujadvadaya. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Shiva, whose form is brilliantly illuminated by the jewels of Lord Ananta, the king of snakes, who is clothed by a tiger skin, and who thus radiates divine effulgence, who sits upon a 1,000-petaled lotus, and whose 2 arms are adorned by lustrous bangles. So Lord Chaitanya is giving us a very nice picture to meditate upon, how to see Lord Shiva. He's giving great details. Sunupura Ranjita Padma Padma Sharat Sudha Britya Sukha Pradaya Vichitra Radnauga Vibhushitaya Premanang evadya harau videhi. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Shiva, who brings happiness to his servitors, as he pours upon them the liquid nectar from his two reddish lotus feet, which ring with charming ankle bells. Obeisances unto Lord Shiva, who is adorned with an abundance of gems. Please endow me with pure love for Lord Hari. Here we come to the major line of this 8 shlokas. This last phrase, please endow me with pure love for Lord Hari. This is why Lord Chaitanya is glorifying Lord Shiva. After all, one of Lord Chaitanya's main teachings, he also has an ashtakam called Shiksha Ashtakam. And his fourth Shiksha Ashtakam, Nadanang, Najanang, Nasundaring, Kavitang Va, Jagadisha Kamaye, Mama Janmani, Janmani, Ishware, Bhavatad Bhaktir, Ahoituki Twayi. Lord Chaitanya prays as standard operating system. I don't want wealth. I don't want fame. I don't want sense enjoyment. Many people, you know better than me, many people, why are they worshiping Lord Shiva? For these things that Lord Chaitanya rejects. So there are two ways of approaching Lord Shiva. One way is to approach him for material benefits. Millions of people do that. But Lord Chaitanya does not worship Lord Shiva for any material benefit. Look what he asks for. Pure love for Lord Hari. As his Sikshastakam prayer says, Bhavatad Bhaktir Ahoituki Twayi. I only want causeless devotion to you, Lord. That is the pure devotee. And Lord Chaitanya recognizes that Lord Shiva is a pure Vaishnava. There is one of the closing verses of the Bhagavatam, Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. Of all the followers of Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva or Shambhu, topmost. So Lord Chaitanya is not worshiping Lord Shiva as God. He's worshiping Lord Shiva as devotee of God. And another teaching of Lord Chaitanya is that it is actually more effective, more beneficial to worship and serve the devotee than to try to directly worship God. That's why in the ISKCON Hare Krishna movement, everything is done through the Guru. First prayer, like I sang today, the very first bhajan, Vande Guru Sri Charanara Vindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanara Vindam. The whole teaching of the Krishna consciousness movement is based on approaching God through the Guru. So, if somebody worships Lord Chaitanya as Guru, as devotee of God, that person will achieve same thing here, pure love for Lord Hari. And those who worship Lord Shiva for material benefits, well, that's explained in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna clearly says that the benefits derived from other gods are limited and temporary. So that is one of the things about worshiping Anya Devata, other gods. Yes, the benefits you get will be material and therefore limited and temporary. But Lord Chaitanya is praying to Lord Shiva, not for any material benefit, but for pure love for Lord Hari, worshiping Lord Shiva as devotee. Now he continues this next line. Sri Rama Govinda Mukunda Shaure, Sri Krishna Narayana Vasudeva, Ityadi Namamrita Pana Mata, Bringadi Payakila Dukahantre. O Sri Ram, O Govinda, O Mukunda, O Shauri. Shauri is another name for Krishna because Krishna appeared in the Shurasen dynasty. So another name is Shauri, the most prominent personality of the Shurasen dynasty. O Sri Krishna, O Narayana, O Vasudeva. So first, he's just calling out the names of God. Why? Lord Chaitanya is in ecstasy. One of his teachings, Kirtaniya Sada Hari, always chant the name of God. Always. Sada, always. So yes, Lord Chaitanya is always chanting the name of God. It's always there. Even while he's eating, he is uttering the names of Krishna while he's eating. He's a madman for chanting the holy name. That's Lord Chaitanya. So at this point, he's in ecstasy. Ram, Govinda, Mukunda, Shauri, Krishna, Narayana, Vasudeva. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Shiva, the monarch of intoxicated bee-like devotees. Lord Shiva is also a transcendental madman, just like Lord Chaitanya. After all, Parvati once asked Lord Shiva, why are you always doing that chanting? I see you always chanting. Just like maybe you've had that experience. I know when I used to visit my father and mother, my father would always say, why are you always chanting, blah, 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 over and over again? So yes, I could not impress upon him that once you become a chanter, instead of a ranter, there are two types of people, chanters and ranters. Ranters are on the TV and radio. Blah, 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 corona, blah, 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 politics, sports. They're just rambling on and on, ranting. But they get no transcendental bliss from their ranting. Or maybe you have a boss in the office who's always rah, 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 rah. Or maybe you have a wife, rah, 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 rah. Or a husband, goes both ways. The husband can also be a ranter, not just the wife. Husband also. Why isn't this? Well, with that. And wife is also saying, do this, jump here, jump there, go here, go there. So the opposite of a ranter is a chanter. So Lord Shiva was asked by Parvati, why are you always chanting? And Lord Shiva said, I'm chanting the name Ram. Everybody say. Everybody say. One more time. That's my trick. I have to get you to chant. Otherwise, I'm useless. So, Lord Shiva is always intoxicated. Yes, if you're always chanting the name of God, you'll become an intoxicated madman. And it doesn't cost you anything. It's not illicit. You won't get thrown in jail if you chant at home and constantly chant. You'll become spiritually intoxicated. As it says here, the monarch of intoxicated bee-like devotees, maddened by drinking the nectar of these and other holy names of God. In the Sanskrit, Nama Amrita, there was this word in the third line, Nama Amrita. So Amrita, deathless nectar. The demigods and demons churned the ocean of milk in order to get the elixir of immortality, Amrita, which was brought by Dhanvantari, and the demon stole it. But Mohini Murti tricked the demons and gave the nectar to the demigods instead. You'll find that in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the story of Mohini Murti. So Amrita, deathless nectar, but this is Nama Amrita. The holy name of God is deathless nectar. If you hear and chant the name of God, you'll become liberated, you'll become purified, you'll become happy, you'll become the topmost personality if you drink this nectar through your ears. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Obeisances unto Lord Shiva, the destroyer of all grief. We have a few more to go. Sri Naradayai Satatam Sugopya Jigyasita Yasu Vada Pradaya Tebyo Harer Bhakti Sukha Pradaya Shivaya Sarva Gurave Namo Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances again and again unto Lord Shiva, who is forever inquired of confidentially by Sri Narada and other sages. Yes, if Lord Shiva is the greatest follower of Lord Vishnu, then it stands to reason other great devotees are going to take instructions from Lord Shiva. So this example, he says here, Narada has his book, Narada Bhakti Sutras. But even Narada is intelligent enough to know, I can learn much from this greatest of devotees, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva all grants them favors very quickly. Yes, one of another names of Lord Shiva, Ashutosha, easily satisfied, but also easily displeased, who bestows the happiness of Hari Bhakti. Yes, someone who is pure devotee, the spiritual master, one who is representative of God, that person can give you devotion to God. Trying to get devotion of God directly, very difficult. But you can easily get it through a bona fide, pure devotee, representative of God. Lord Shiva, best example. So Lord Chaitanya says, yes, he bestows the happiness of Hari Bhakti. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Rajavijja Rajaguyam, Pavitram, Susukam. That's the word. Susukam, Kartum. This Hari Bhakti is Susukam. Sukam means happiness. But Susukam means the topmost, the best happiness. What? You want $10 or $1 million? Which one you want? So you just want $10 happiness, material happiness, which is like a few paisa? Or do you want the gold standard of happiness? Which happiness do you want? Choice is yours. Lord Chaitanya is giving you the choice. Krishna is giving you the choice. You want material paisa? Okay, get little something. Or do you want the maximum? So those who are intelligent, they want the maximum happiness. As Lord Chaitanya says in his first ashtakam, Purnamrita Swadanam, Purna Amrita, the full nectar. Just like my wife, maybe you saw her come in. She brought me this glass of water. Krishna says, Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya. Nothing is better than water, especially my favorite water, Fiji. This is my favorite water. Only the best for Krishna and the devotees. So this water is also nectar coming from God. So the happiness of bhakti is susukam, the topmost happiness. Lord Shiva creates auspiciousness, and he is the spiritual master of everyone. Yes, Lord Shiva, although he will fulfill the material desires of someone who approaches him, there's no doubt about it. If somebody properly worships Lord Shiva for material profit, Lord Shiva will definitely give that person material profit. But if somebody really wants the mercy of Lord Shiva, then he will ask for Hari Bhakti. And Lord Shiva will be very, very eager to give that person Hari Bhakti, because that's what he really wants to give. That's what he really wants to give. Let's go on. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Shiva, who is a festival of auspiciousness for the eyes of goddess Gauri, who is the monarch of her life breath, who is capable of bestowing transcendental rasa, who is expert in forever singing songs of the pastimes of Lord Govinda with great longing. Wow! So Lord Shiva also likes to sing songs about Govinda. We hear from the scriptures that Lord Shiva is also there protecting the rasa dance. Whenever the rasa lila is performed, Lord Shiva is there to protect. So he also is knowledgeable about the loving pastimes of Govinda. So Lord Shiva is not going to waste his time singing some cinema song, blue, 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 this and that, some stupid song. He's going to sing songs that are of transcendental nectar, not this rap crap and other songs in the mode of ignorance. You're not going to see Lord Shiva like that. He's going to sing transcendental songs, just like in a few minutes when I stop my vituperation, we will also sing some songs, but about Krishna consciousness. Songs about Krishna consciousness are the topmost songs. Doesn't matter if they're bhajans or they're Western style. If the subject matter is Krishna, it is approved. Etat Shivasya ashtakam adbhutam mahat srinvan hari prema labeta shigram jnanam cha vijnanam apurva vaibhavam yobhava purna paramang samandaram. So this phrase, jnanam cha vijnanam, one of my confidential students just this week asked me to explain what is the difference between jnanam and vijnanam. So jnana means knowledge, and in this context, transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge is knowledge about the soul, about the super soul, about the absolute truth, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, knowledge of God and devotional service. But it remains jnana, or just knowledge, until it is put into practice. Now, once the knowledge is actually put into practice, now it becomes vijnana. It becomes realized. I'll give you a practical example. Say, I want to make one nice preparation, samosa. So I go, I get the ingredients, I spend the time, I do everything, but until I eat it, it's still just knowledge. But once I eat it, after I've offered it to Krishna, once I eat it, then I have realization, Ah, samosa. Very nice. Or any nice prasad. Sweet rice, gulab jamun. You may read about it, you may hear about it, and you may know everything about it, but until you taste it, now you have realization. So, jnanam vijnanam. One is knowledge, you got to have knowledge, but you have to implement, you have to put it in practice. A person filled with loving feelings, who hears with rapt attention this wonderful eightfold prayer to Lord Shiva, can quickly gain Sri Hari Prem. There is your payoff. You got a benediction now by staying online and listening to my vituperation. Look what you just got. If you hear, I'm assuming you heard with rapt attention. I'm sure you did. You will quickly gain Sri Hari Prem, love of God. And Lord Chaitanya says that is the ultimate goal of life, love of God. Today is Mother's Day. So yes, we honor our mother. We show gratitude to mother. She does so much for us, right? And hopefully we have great love for our mothers. So in the same way, you can have love for God. Why? We love our mother because mother is a person. In the case of my daughter and my wife, that relationship has always been very, very tight. Always. Even to this day. Such loving feelings they have for each other. So we also can have love for Krishna as a person. As I sing in one of my songs, Mother Yashoda loves little Gopal because he's her little boy. Yes, Mother Yashoda is not thinking that Krishna is God. No, she just thinks he's my little child and I have to feed him the milk of my breast. That's all. Simple, pure love. No awe and veneration. No distance. It's completely intimate. Loving Krishna in the most intimate way. One can quickly gain Sri Hari Prema as well as transcendental knowledge, the realization of that knowledge, and unprecedented powers. Yes, by studying these prayers, you will get Shakti. You will get Bhakti Shakti. You will get nice powers of devotional service. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari, Jai Rama Hari, Jai Krishna Hari. Govinda Hari, Gopala Hari, Jai Rama Hari, Jai Krishna Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya.